Scene script. Have you ever wondered if soulmates are real, or how one goes about finding theirs? Soulmates. The very word conjures up images of star-crossed lovers, serendipitous meetings, and a love so profound that it seems to transcend the ordinary. Popular culture has romanticized this concept, painting pictures of perfect unions and love at first sight. Yet the reality of soulmates may be far from this idyllic portrayal. A soulmate in essence is not about perfection but connection. It's about finding that one person who understands you, who resonates with your very core. They're the one who sees not just who you are, but who you can become, and loves you for both. However, the journey to finding your soulmate is rarely, if ever, a straight path. It's a winding road filled with self-discovery, growth, and perhaps a few detours. It's not about desperately searching for the right person, but becoming the right person yourself. This journey is not just about finding love, it's about becoming more open, developing spiritually and intellectually, radiating positivity, caring for oneself, accepting others for who they are, and being patient. And what if you're already on this path? What if you're already molding yourself into the best version you can be? Well, that's where our 6 tips come into play. These are not magic formulas, but rather signposts that can guide you on your journey. Firstly, expanding your social circle can lead to new and exciting encounters. Spiritual and intellectual development can make you more interesting and attractive to others. A positive disposition can draw similar people towards you. Taking care of your physical health and appearance can boost your self-confidence. Accepting others with their virtues and vices can foster deeper connections. And finally, being patient can allow your relationships to develop naturally. Remember, soulmates are not found, they are recognized. And this recognition often comes when we are ready, when we have grown into the person we need to be. Now let's delve into those 6 tips that can guide you to your soulmate. Firstly, the key to meeting your soulmate is being open to new acquaintances. You see, your social circle acts as a net, and the wider you cast it, the more chances you have of catching that special person. It's like a numbers game, really. The more people you meet, the higher your chances of meeting the one meant for you. So, how do you expand your social circle? It's simpler than you think. Start by participating in different events. Whether it's a book club meeting, a charity event, a concert, or even a cooking class. These are fantastic opportunities to meet new people who share your interests. And it's not just about attending events in your city. Don't forget about the whole wide world out there waiting for you to explore. Traveling is another excellent way to meet new people. When you travel, you expose yourself to different cultures, perspectives, and of course people. You never know, your soulmate might be waiting for you in a quaint little cafe in Paris, or perhaps on a sunny beach in Bali. Remember, expanding your social circle is not just about quantity, it's also about diversity. The more diverse your circle, the richer your interactions and experiences will be. You'll learn from different people, understand different perspectives, and in the process, grow as a person. And don't worry if you're a bit shy or introverted. Expanding your social circle doesn't mean you have to become the life of the party. It's about being open, receptive, and genuinely interested in other people. It's about stepping out of your comfort zone, even if it's just a little bit at a time. So don't limit yourself. The world is full of potential soulmates. Expand your circle, embrace diversity, and stay open to new experiences. After all, your soulmate could be just a conversation away. Remember, every person you meet is a door to a new world. So, keep opening doors. You never know when you'll walk into the one that leads to your soulmate. So, don't limit yourself. The world is full of potential soulmates. Secondly, focus on developing yourself spiritually and intellectually. This is a journey that is as much about you as it is about finding your soulmate. Think of your mind as a garden. Just as a garden thrives with attention and care, so does your intellect. The seeds of knowledge need to be watered with curiosity and nurtured with understanding. So read widely and voraciously. Books are the portals that transport us into different worlds, cultures, and perspectives. They enrich us with experiences we may not get to live, and wisdom that we may not stumble upon on our own. But don't stop at books. Attend cultural events, art exhibitions, music festivals, or public lectures. These are not just social venues but also platforms that allow us to encounter different ideas and expressions. They expose us to the richness and diversity of human experiences and creativity. And while you're at it, don't forget to gain new experiences. Travel, learn a new skill, take up a hobby. Each new experience is a brushstroke on the canvas of your personality, adding depth, color, and nuance. Now, why is all this important? Well, by developing yourself spiritually and intellectually, you become more interesting, more engaging. You become someone who has stories to tell, ideas to share, and perspectives to offer. You become someone who is not just looking for a soulmate, but also someone who a soulmate is looking for. But it's not just about becoming attractive to others. It's also about becoming more aware of yourself, your values, your passions, your dreams. It's about becoming the best version of yourself. This journey of self-development does not have to be solitary. In fact, it can be a wonderful way to meet like-minded people, potential partners who share your interests, your passions, your quest for growth. So go ahead. Embark on this journey, nurture your mind, enrich your spirit, and see how you glow. Remember, you attract what you are. Thirdly, radiate positivity and optimism. Let's dive into what that means. You see, the energy we project into the world often reflects back to us. It's as if we're mirrors, bouncing back what we offer. So if you're giving off vibes of positivity, friendliness, and joy, you're more likely to attract similarly positive people. Imagine your mind as a magnet. When you fill it with uplifting thoughts, you magnetize yourself to the same frequency of positivity. It's like tuning into a radio station. The frequency you set will determine the music you hear. If you continuously tune into the station of optimism and positivity, you'll naturally attract those who are tuned into the same frequency. But what does it mean to be positive and optimistic? It's not about ignoring life's challenges or sugarcoating reality. It's about overcoming and growing from those challenges. It's about learning to see the silver lining in every cloud, to view the glass as half full rather than half empty. It's about focusing on solutions, not problems. Now let's talk about disappointments. They're a part of life, especially when it comes to relationships. However, dwelling on these disappointments can cast a shadow over your spirit, making it harder for the light of positivity to shine through. Instead, learn from these disappointments. They're not roadblocks, but stepping stones leading you closer to the love you seek. Being positive and optimistic is not a one-day affair. It's a constant process, a lifestyle choice. It's about waking up each day and choosing to see the good, to be the good. Remember, your positivity doesn't just benefit you. It also creates a ripple effect, touching everyone you interact with. So, whether you're on a journey to find your soulmate or simply looking to enrich your life, consider adopting a positive mindset. It might just be the key to unlocking doors you didn't even know existed. And remember, positivity isn't just an abstract concept. It's a way of life that can genuinely make a difference in your love life. So, let's embrace it and let it guide our journey. It's simple, like attracts like. Fourthly, it's crucial to take care of yourself, both physically and mentally. This is a fundamental aspect of life that we often overlook during our busy schedules, but it plays a pivotal role when it comes to attracting your soulmate. So, what does self-care mean? It's more than just a spa day or a new haircut. Self-care is about investing in your health and well-being. It's about nourishing your body with balanced meals, staying active, and getting enough sleep. It's about taking care of your mental health too, perhaps through meditation, journaling, or therapy. When you're in good health, you radiate a certain kind of energy that people are drawn to. Your eyes sparkle with vitality, your skin glows, and your body language exudes confidence. You become a beacon of positivity, and wouldn't you know it, positivity is a magnet for more positivity. Now let's talk about appearance. Maintaining your appearance isn't about conforming to societal standards of beauty or fashion. It's about expressing your unique style and personality. It's about feeling good in your skin, comfortable in your clothes, and confident in your own body. When you take care of your appearance, you're telling the world that you respect yourself. And guess what? People notice. They notice the time and effort you put into yourself. They notice the glow of self-love and the aura of self-esteem. And there's nothing more attractive than a person who loves and respects themselves. The beauty of self-care is that it doesn't just make you more attractive to others, it boosts your self-confidence too. When you feel good about yourself, you carry yourself differently, you walk taller, you speak louder, and you're less likely to settle for less than you deserve. So, remember to put yourself first sometimes. Take that yoga class, read that book, eat that salad, and wear that outfit that makes you feel like $1,000,000. Because when you take care of yourself, you're not just making yourself more attractive to others, you're nurturing your soul and setting the foundation for a healthy and fulfilling relationship. Take care of yourself and others will notice. Fifthly, do not idealize the image of your soulmate. This is a plea to embrace reality over fantasy, to value substance over surface. It's easy to create an ideal image of a soulmate in our heads. We imagine them to be flawless, perfect in every aspect. But let's face it, this image is far from reality. We're all human, and we all come with our unique set of strengths and weaknesses. When we idealize someone, we're not seeing them for who they truly are. We're seeing a version of them that exists only in our minds. This can create unrealistic expectations, which often lead to disappointment when reality fails to match our imaginative constructs. Accepting people for who they are is an essential part of building meaningful relationships. This acceptance goes beyond tolerating their quirks and imperfections. It's about understanding their circumstances, their experiences, their perspectives. It's about appreciating them as a whole, not just the parts we find appealing. And let's not forget, everyone has their own set of advantages and disadvantages. Some may be more visible than others, but they're there. These flaws are not necessarily a bad thing. In fact, they can be quite the opposite. They can be windows to their character, their resilience, their humanity. They can be the traits that make them unique, that make them them. But acceptance is just one side of the coin. The other side is the connection. Deep, emotional connections are the lifeblood of any relationship. They're what sustain us through the highs and lows, through the joys and sorrows. They're built on trust, on understanding, on empathy. They're built by sharing experiences, by opening up, by being vulnerable. These connections are far more rewarding and far more enduring than any superficial aspects. So instead of holding on to an idealized image, let's embrace the beauty of imperfections. Let's focus on building deep emotional connections, because at the end of the day, it's these connections, these shared experiences, these moments of understanding and empathy that truly matter. Remember, no one is perfect. So let's not expect them to be. Instead, let's celebrate the beautifully imperfect beings that we all are. Lastly, be patient. Let's take a moment to focus on that word, patient. In a world where we're accustomed to instant gratification, the idea of waiting for something as significant as a soulmate can seem daunting, perhaps even frustrating. But remember, finding your soulmate isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. Now I know what you're thinking. I've been running this marathon for what feels like forever. I hear you. But marathons aren't about speed, they're about endurance. They're about the journey, the ups and downs, the moments of triumph, and yes, the moments of struggle. The same applies to finding your soulmate. It's easy to rush into relationships, to force connections and feelings, to try and fit a square peg into a round hole. But when it comes to love, authenticity is key. You want a relationship that develops naturally, that feels easy and right. Forcing a relationship to fit your timeline, rushing to hit milestones. These actions can lead to a relationship that's built on shaky foundations and doesn't withstand the test of time. So, breathe, slow down. Let things unfold as they're meant to. It's okay to take your time, to get to know someone, to let your relationship blossom at its own pace. This patience will serve you well in the long run, and while you're exercising this patience, continue to believe. Believe in love. Believe in the idea that there is someone out there who will love you for exactly who you are. This belief is powerful. It's what keeps you going on the marathon when your legs are tired and you're feeling worn out. Patience and belief. These are your two most powerful allies in the quest for love. Use them wisely, and they will guide you to the finish line. Your soulmate is out there. Be patient, and you will find them. Because in the end, love isn't about the destination, but about the journey you take to get there. In conclusion, finding your soulmate is not about perfection, but about connection. We've journeyed through various tips that can guide you on this path. From expanding your social circles and being open to new acquaintances, to fostering self-development both spiritually and intellectually. We've explored the power of positivity, the magnetism of kindness and joy, and the importance of taking care of not just your mind, but your body too. We've underscored the importance of accepting imperfections, understanding that your soulmate, like you, is beautifully flawed. And most importantly, we've emphasized the virtue of patience. Love isn't a sprint, it's a marathon. It's a journey of discovery, of growth, and of deep emotional connection. So, when you feel overwhelmed, remember these tips. Keep learning, keep growing, keep believing. Remember, your soulmate is not lost. They're simply waiting for you to find them.